I was impatient and stubborn. The file was nowhere to be found. Literally, it had disappeared on the system. You know what it came in as? You would search your system and you won't find it. Like, it just goes somewhere and just lodges itself there and hides as a virus. Sent me is, we got a message saying that you want to unlink your channel from our network, and then I'm like, I never sent that mail. So I went to my email address, signed out, went to my YouTube studio, signed out, went to YouTube, signed out, went to TubeBuddy, signed out. That was when it dawned on me that my account had been hacked. You guys. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chinyere. In my last vlog, I mentioned that I was going to tell you guys how I lost my channel and just explain to you guys every single thing that happened. So yeah, let's just go straight to the point. So on the 20, I don't know, I might not be good with dates, but what I'm going to do is that along the line in this video, I'm going to put screenshots. Let me move a bit so I'll be able to throw in screenshots here or here. I don't know, here or here. So I think on the 29th of March, I got, maybe on the 28th, I think, or 27th, anyway, ending of March, I got a mail from someone called Emily Brooks. That was the person's name, and the mail just said they wanted to work with me. Basically, they were trying to advertise an app, and the app was like a music app that you put on your laptop, and then just a bunch of stuff. I'm going to put the mail across the screen. And when I got the mail, there was an attach. I think when they said that, I was like, okay, yeah, so how does that work? And then they replied and said, okay, we've attached a file, we need you to download that file and then install the app, something like that. Now I know that, to the best of my knowledge, I don't play with any sites that ask me to put my name and my email address and my password. So that one I had in mind. I was like, okay, email address and password is not involved in this whole thing. So okay, you know what's funny? When I got that mail, I knew there was something fishy about it, because a few weeks ago, if you follow me on Insta story, I mentioned on Insta story I got a mail like that about 2-3 weeks or a month before then, and I shared it on Insta story because they asked me as well to download something, and then I was trying to ask them what the whole thing was about, but then those ones were not, they just couldn't back up, you know, the scam they had. They didn't do their research well enough, so I knew it was a scam, so I just deleted the email. But then I shared it on Insta story, and I just tried to explain to people who might get mails like this that this could happen. Don't download stuff from these people, don't click on stuff. I sent that. So when I got this one, they came with the mail. They talked about how they wanted to work with me. They mentioned prices for, you know, different patterns of videos and all of that. And then, you know, I said, okay, I tried to use my phone to open the file, and then it was giving me some kind of message. So I said, okay, I can't open it on my phone, I don't know what's going on. And then they were like, oh no, it works on only PC, you know, and all of that. So they said when you download it, it will give you a guide on how to install the app. And then I'm going to post my mail where I told them that I don't think your site is legit, you don't have an Instagram page. I was like, it was phishing. I said, you don't have an Instagram page, I can't find you anywhere on YouTube, it looks like you haven't worked with any influencers before. And then they gave me one stupid excuse. Said they just started out, and then so their business is not registered yet, but they want to do advertising on it, and I went ahead with my email address that was logged in already. I clicked on I went to the website, because when they give you a website that they have built. Okay, another fishy thing about this email was that they said they were a German company, but when you go on the website, you see the address is in England, and then when they send you the mail, you get this Greek, I think it's Greek language. You get the Greek language underneath. I've worked with a company like that had that language thing towards the timestamp of the email, so that was phishing. But then something was just like, okay, it might not be what you think it is. So I went to my email to the website. When you not my email, I went to the website, and then when you go to the website, there's a place where it says put your email address so that they can send you a link to download the file. So I put in my email address. The mistake I made was I have a lot of email addresses, but then I have just one that's attached to my YouTube account. So the mistake I made first of all was putting in my email address that was attached to my YouTube account, and I felt like it didn't matter because I wasn't putting my password in. But it turns out that these people have so many ways that they do these things. So I put in my email address, and then I think it actually said in like 15 minutes that you're going to send an email. I'm going to tell you guys what's crazy about this now. So after putting my email in, I got the message. I think about 30 minutes later, I got a link. Smash is like an app where you're able to install files or something like that. So me feeling that Smash was a legit app that was on the App Store, and I don't know, I just felt like a site like that might be able to screen stuff that they allow go through their app. That was just what I thought. I also tried to play it safe. Went with my husband's laptop, and I said, you know what, just to tell you guys how careful I was trying to be, but at the end of the day it still beats me in the ass. I logged into one of my husband's emails, and then went to the website, put his email in, and then we're expecting the file to come in. The crazy thing is that this file never came in. We waited for so long. I was like, okay, what exactly is happening? The file never came in. Why? Because I think they know what emails are attached to YouTube accounts, and those are the only email addresses where they send those files to. So this thing never came into my husband's email address. So I was like, you know what, let me just use my email address on my husband's laptop. I opened my email on his laptop, and then I got the file from my inbox, and then I tried to install it. Now when I tried to install it, it gave me an error message. I was like, you know what, the guy that fixes my laptop and my husband's laptop was coming that day. So I said, okay, just to be sure I'm on the safe side, why don't I hold on until this guy comes? Then he'll do it with me. He'll tell me if it's something that he feels, you know, isn't safe and all of that. So that's what I did. I held on. The guy came a few hours later, and then I showed him, not even knowing that this guy himself had no idea. I don't know, I feel like there are some tech guys that you would have shown and automatically they would have known. Apparently this guy had no idea. He just went ahead and was installing the file. And the crazy thing was that when he installed the file the first time, we were trying to run the file and we didn't find it. Like, the file was nowhere to be found. Literally, it had disappeared on the system. Anytime you download it, it just disappears. You won't find it on your system. It's like it just goes somewhere and just lodges itself there and hides as a virus. When it happened the second time, the guy was like, okay, you know what, I'll just put the file on my hard drive. When I take it home, I'll see if it works. At that point, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to bone the whole thing. So I sent them a message. Initially they told me, they said if I'm trying to install the application and I get to any point where I feel like it's getting difficult, I send them a screenshot. So there was this point we got to where we couldn't find it. I just told them, I said we couldn't even find the file to run it, so I don't know what's going on. And then that was it. And then the next thing I sent them was, I said even when the file came in, it came in another language. I had sent them 2 mails at this point and they had not replied any one of them. These people that were responding back to back, and I sent them 2 mails, you know, saying it wasn't running, and then it wasn't in English language, and they didn't respond. I didn't even take it as anything. They didn't respond throughout the whole night. The next day there was still no response, and I didn't even bother because I'd already forgotten about the whole thing. That afternoon, the afternoon of the next day, I was lying on the floor in the living room. The girls were playing, and I was trying to load, my internet finished, so I was trying to load my phone, and I already got the credit, and then I was trying to do my Airtel network internet, and I couldn't do it. Like, the network was so bad. I tried to call Airtel customer care, they just put me on hold, and then they were just saying, you know, because of the whole coronavirus thing, you might not be attended to on time. I did this for over 30 minutes because Grace was even waiting for me so I could download stuff for her. I did this for so long. I wasn't able to get across to Airtel. I wasn't able to load my internet, so I just kept my phone down and I slept. I woke up an hour later and then I continued trying it, and then I think a couple of minutes later my internet went through. Immediately my internet came on, The funny thing about this is, I don't know if this had anything to do with my phone. I'm honestly confused, because what are the odds that when my internet wasn't going through was exactly when my account was hacked into? I couldn't load my internet, and then when I woke up, when the internet finally went through, I got a message from a company that I'm in a network with. I joined a network and I'm doing like a trial with them, so like a 6-month trial. The first thing that the guy sends me is, we got a message saying that you want to unlink your channel from our network. And then I'm like, I never sent that. But then I remember seeing on my dashboard that I could unlink them, so I just felt, did I mistakenly, you know, click on it or something? So the guy said check your email. So I went to my email address, signed out, went to my YouTube studio, signed out, went to YouTube, signed out, went to TubeBuddy, signed out. And then I went to my second email, and then I got a message saying that the recovery email was changed. So the email I had access to was supposed to be the recovery for the account I lost, and then I got a message saying that my recovery email had been changed. And that was when it dawned on me that my account had been hacked. I didn't know, you know, when it happened, I couldn't cry. I was looking for tears. I couldn't cry. I came in, my husband was on the phone, and then he saw me like with my hands up. Let me tell you what I started thinking of immediately this thing happened. I took his laptop, I tried to sign in, same thing. It was saying, when I tried to sign in on my laptop, it said my password had been changed 2 hours ago. This was about the time I was trying to do my internet. I don't know how that happened. And that was when I knew that I had been played. So my husband, you know, went on his phone, was trying to log in with his phone, and then I called the guy on the guy that works with the network I joined, and then he's like, oh, this is bad, let me have the email address, because later on I started trying to sign in, and then it was telling me you can't sign in on this device. It's not a device that Google recognizes. So I tried on my husband's laptop, he says the same thing. The guy tried on his end, the same thing. And then, you know, my brother saw it on my Insta story. I think he was home, he saw it on my Insta story, he called me, he's like, what happened? In fact, when he called me, I was crying. I was like, I don't know, I've lost my channel. And then my brother was like, okay, I'm coming right now. I said, please call me your laptop. So my brother drove all the way down here, came down, opened his laptop. We had like 3 laptops on the bed, and then we were just trying, and he kept on telling us the same thing, can't sign in because the device is not recognized by Google. Whew. Let me tell you what I started thinking at this point, because my husband called someone that he knows is really good, and the guy was like, I think she has lost it 4,000 hours watch time, 1,000 subscribers. Literally, that was what was in my mind, because I think I was just like, okay, how do I start again? Where do I start from? So when this thing happened, I was like, okay, I have all my videos, I can just re-upload them. I went on Instagram, I told people on Instagram, and then Masimata, she's on YouTube. I'm going to leave her name on the screen. She was amazing, unique choice. God bless the both of you. These women were with me literally throughout everything. Masimata sent me countless voice notes trying to explain what to do. Someone, I don't remember her name, even called YouTube on their live chat to tell them. Masimata did the same thing. Unique choice asked me to call her. She was showing me what to do, but apparently because it had happened to her before, and then, you know, when she tried to tell me what to do, it wasn't working for me, because at that point I couldn't even recover my account. Throughout the evening I was, you know, chatting with Masimata. Unique Choice also told me to tweet them on Twitter, so I went ahead and tweeted at Team YouTube. Then they sent me a DM, told me to fill a form. I filled the form. Well, I couldn't access the form. I think I couldn't access the form, so I went to the Google YouTube platform where you can open up a thread, and then they would get back to you from there. So I opened up a thread, explained my problem, and then, you guys, I couldn't even sleep that night. I think by 1 a.m. someone responded to my comment, and the guy was, because when you go to that thread, you have sometimes I think Google would contact you, the Google YouTube team, and then sometimes you find that people, these are like contributors, so they have them in different grades. They have silver, gold and platinum also, depending on how much they've contributed on the platform. And he was a gold expert, I think. So he said he's going to, the first thing he told me was that if I've started talking to the Google YouTube team, I shouldn't be trying to sort it out from this end, because they don't want different people working on the same case. So what he said was that if I had already gotten a response from Google, I shouldn't continue with the thread, which I hadn't. So I continued with him. He told me what to do. I explained everything to him. So he said he was going to, pass the message across to the team. I think the next day they contacted me from creator support. Yeah, we just took it from there. So all along I was monitoring my channel. Nothing had changed. Videos were still there. No video was deleted. No video had been added. And it was so scary because I heard of a lot of people's experiences. Someone directed me to Bodo Ibo to talk to her, because I was subscribed to her channel at some point, but then I don't know how I became unsubscribed. So I didn't even know she had lost her channel. But then she lost her channel when it was at 40-something K. Apparently the hackers uploaded a lot of copyrighted stuff or something. So I started talking to her on Instagram, and then she was explaining everything to me. She told me it took her 2 months to get her channel back, and it was majorly because of the damage that had already been done. And then I don't know if the YouTube team was kind of slow, or if it was because of how the hackers messed with her channel. But then I was monitoring my channel. Nothing had changed. No videos were added. My picture was still there. So this gold expert guy, one thing he did for me was that he sent me my channel URL, because I heard that if you don't have your URL, sometimes these people can make your channel hidden, and then you can't even find the channel again. So if you don't have the URL, you might not be able to find your channel. So the gold guy, first of all, when I sent him my URL, I said my URL is youtube.com/yommymomlife. He said this is your original URL, and then he posted it for me, and so I saved it just in case. So when the Google YouTube team got across to me, the first thing that they told me they were going to do was that they were going to block my Gmail account. So they blocked the account. So I think when they blocked the account, automatically the hacker had no access to it. So that was good enough. So what I needed to do was now to get the YouTube channel back. And when they blocked my account, I found out that my picture was no longer showing. So anytime I tried to log in, it would tell me account blocked and all of that. But it took them about, I think about the third day, a specialist got to me, a YouTube specialist got across to me, and then he said he asked me a couple of questions. He needed to know when the channel was hacked, if there have been any videos that have been deleted, any videos that have been uploaded, a couple of questions. And so he got back to me and said, okay, you know what you do, use an email address, create a brand account. There must be no videos, no subscribers, nothing. So you're going to create a new channel and then send us the link, and then we'll move all your stuff over. So I sent them that, and then they moved my subscribers, videos and everything down there, and then I could access my channel. So that was good. And this took, I think it took about 5 days. I just got my Gmail account back yesterday. I just tried to log into an app that I usually use, and then I saw that it was asking me for my last known password. So that was when I knew that I was going to be able to recover it. If a company wants to work with you, if they send you any link to click on, there's no point. Don't bother. If, for example, a company called Ringlight sends you a mail and says, okay, we're from ringlight.com, and then they put the link there, we want you to work with us, take that address, put it in Google, be sure that there's a company, there's a website like that. If possible, check on Instagram if they have Instagram handles, just to verify that that business is existing. You can work with companies without clicking on links. If you have to pick out items, just to be on the safer side, if you have to pick out items maybe to review, you can do it on the site and then send it to them and say this is what I want, without having to click on that link, just to be on the safer side. I'm saying this because today Unique Choice posted something on her page where she said someone contacted her from Habari, and Habari is a GT Bank platform also, because I've gotten mails from them. I've just never responded to those mails, and now I'm now hearing that people are sending out emails pretending to be Habari, and then someone left there's this channel I watched, my channel is called Blue Loves Life. She made a video mentioning how someone clicked on the link, because basically what they do is that the Habari platform is supposed to give you a section where you have your YouTube channel, your YouTube videos embedded in that section, so people can watch your videos on their platform, but then the clicks add to your YouTube channel clicks and all of that. So but before you can do that, you have to enter your email and your password on the website. Someone said when she did that, she ended up not having access to her Gmail account. So apparently people are pretending to be legit sites and legit companies and sending these mails to people just to get their information, because all they need to do is that email attached to your YouTube channel. They just want you to click on something with that email, and then that's it. They have full access to your information and to everything that you have attached to that email address. That's really what happened. So thank you to everybody that was there. I had a lot of people tell me, oh, you're going to get your channel back, there's no need to worry. But then my major fear, because as time went on, I knew I was going to get the channel back, but then it was about when exactly do I get my channel back? Is it going to take me 2 months? Is it going to take me 1 month? And all of that. But then my joy was the fact that Google was fast enough to block my Gmail account, because once they block the account, then the hacker has no access. Because I had heard a lot of things about some of them just being so heartless, and then when they hack your channel, I've heard people say when they got their channel back, they found like 500 uploads, scheduled uploads that were set to come up, you know, over time. And then the whole idea is that when they hack your channel, they want to get, a lot of them want to get access to your AdSense. So when they get into your AdSense, they change the account details, and then they have access to your AdSense money. So what they now do is that they post a lot of videos. Some of these videos accumulate money over time for them, so that they have money coming into the AdSense account. They don't create these videos themselves, they just pick videos from different places and then they just upload these videos. But the thing about mine was that the email address that they hacked wasn't the email address I was using for my AdSense account. It's just crazy. A lot of them do stupid things. Many of them will upload copyrighted videos. YouTube will flag the videos, and then when you want to get your channel back, it takes a longer period of time than it would have if nothing had been done on the channel. I was also very, very lucky and blessed to have Google respond very quickly, because a lot of people feared that because of the COVID thing happening, things would have delayed, which was also my #1 fear. Because when I send them emails, I get the automated response saying due to the COVID thing we have limited staff, so responses might be slower. That was part of my fear. How about if they don't respond on time and then this hacker still has access to my channel? But I was pleasantly surprised at how swift the response was. In fact, I don't even think that the COVID thing is even making them work and be a lot more productive from their homes or wherever it is they are working from, because they were swift with the responses. I was just happy that nothing was done on my channel. The only thing that had been done was the fact that they had tried to unlink me from the network that I was on, and then that was it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and also share this video please, so that people see and people understand and people know, people are aware of these things. Now I'm hearing that with the whole COVID thing, a lot of people are doing nothing. A lot of people have time on their hands. These hackers have enough time on their hands, so they are trying various means. I've come across a lot of people that have lost their Instagram pages over the last couple of weeks. A lot of YouTubers have been hacked. Turn on your two-step is that what they call it, your two-step verification. Turn that on, so that even when they have the password, they don't have access to your account except they have your phone. You know, enter your password. You can also use your, I think there's a way Gmail does with fingerprint. So make sure on your Instagram and on your YouTube pages you have two-step verification turned on. You'll find it in the security section of your Gmail account and of your Instagram account. So turn that on. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Turn on the bell icon down there so you can get notified whenever I post a video. Do you have anything to share? Please share in the comments below so that we can all learn. Please share useful information in the comments below. People will be reading. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.